game better?
No, I wouldn't say I like it better. I love coaching. I love the challenge of game day and doing it better than they do it. It's different. But your rewards you get in the NFL is different than the rewards you get in college. The winning is the same, but the developing of younger people and what you get out of college coaching will the same things that you get out of the reward you get is the same things that wear you out, just like your own children. The same things that you get the reward from your own children is the same thing that wears you out. So it's a little bit more difficult in that regard. But the rewards you get out of the NFL is doing it against the best in the world, and your margin for error is so much smaller.
With Mayfield
Thinking on the passing game and how much of the quote-unquote air raid can be integrated into the NFL?
I don't. It's interesting when I went to Oklahoma State from Jacksonville, and it was the air raid, as we use our fingers to say that. But it's really what I took away from it was being able to throw to win. That really, to me, was the air raid. You had a certain amount of run game, ran a lot of the same concepts, and you could throw to win. That was really it. And like any offense, it works a lot better if you have good players. That's really what it's about. It's about having good players and doing things the right way consistently so you do it better than they do it. It becomes a lot harder at the NFL level because you're going against the best in the world and windows are tighter and you're under duress a lot more, so you've got to be disciplined in terms of what you do on the perimeter.
What do you mean when you say throw to win? Explain that a little bit.
Well, I think balance is multiple skill players touching the football. To me, it's not always just run pass. It's do you have enough skill players where they can touch the football? Last year at Tampa, we almost had 6 guys, if OJ doesn't get hurt, of 700 plus yards from line of scrimmage. Well, to me, that's balance. You have a number of guys that can hurt you from a matchup standpoint. Is running the football important? Sure, because in order to win, you've got to be explosive and not turning the ball over. How do you become explosive space players and throwing it over their head or throwing intermediate pockets, and running the football adds to that.
Air quotes, but how much of that air raid systems from colleges have you seen in the NFL over the last couple of years, kind of the integration of some of those college parts
Well, I think everything gets clumped into air raid, just like a lot of years it got clumped into West Coast offense, if that makes sense. Oh, it's a West Coast offense. Well, what does that mean? Maybe by verbiage, but not by concepts or how they go about attacking people. So I think when you look at what teams are doing now, if you said, do I see the college game influence in the NFL? Without a doubt. You see that with probably the team you see it most with is Kansas City. Kansas City's run game is, I wouldn't say exclusively, but a high number of RPOs or ways to get it out of that young man's hands, and he's good at it. And they've got good skill guys around him. So if you wanted to match up what some college football teams look like, you'd probably say Kansas City. There's some other teams, and you could take the Eagles and the Colts, where you're talking about RPOs and different ways for run-pass options, which has been prevalent in college, which the rules are a little more advantageous in college in terms of linemen being downfield and blocking downfield, which enables you to do a little bit things more in the screen game and throwing on the perimeter. But in a lot of ways, you have to be committed to it. You have to look at those plays as one play. I think people get caught up in that. That's why when I talked about balance is if you have a run play with an RPO built in it, that's a play. That's not run pass. The efficiency of that play is what matters, not who touched it. And sometimes we get way caught up in run yards, pass yards. It's efficiency of what you do, being explosive, not turning it over, scoring touchdowns. That's really what it's about.
For more Dog Nation videos, check out youtube.com/DogNation.